wait about 20 seconds. For those of you already live with me, welcome. If you do have these, they're not essential. Maybe 2 blocks and a strap. Strap's really good for those of you that can't interlace your hands or bind, so these are quite useful but not essential. Got about 10 more seconds before we start. Okay. Welcome everyone, my name is Ozlem. You're joining me for a VINYASA flow session tonight. Those of you that are kind of relatively new to yoga, please listen to your bodies and do what feels comfortable for you. So if there's any injuries, any conditions going on, feel free to modify, feel free to take a rest whenever you need, and this applies to everybody. Vinyasa flow means we're kind of bringing the marriage between the breath and movement, so it's a continuous movement. You've got vinyasas in between. Lots of benefits. It's got cardiovascular benefits. The continuous rhythmic movements along with your breathing raises the heart raises the heart, and therefore creating heat in the body. So it's good for your cardiovascular system. It's a great way to release stress and anxiety because you're consciously tuning into the breath, which turns it into a moving, breathing meditation, providing relief from anxiety and stress, especially at a time like this now. More than ever, we need to be stepping onto our mat. So welcome to Vinyasa Flow through the MoreYoga YouTube channel. And I think I did mention my name. If I didn't, it's Ozlem. And we're going to get started. So welcome everybody. Let's jump onto our mat. So we're going to start in Sukhasana, the cross-legged position. Sit down in Sukhasana. If Sukhasana is not comfortable for you, maybe just sit down and kneeling. If you have a block, grab a block and place it under your hip and have your right ankle in front of your left. So I kind of like to sit up on the block. It's a great way to release any tension from your hips, knees, and allowing your spine to remain tall. So take your time as you adjust here. Bring the hands on tops of your knees, closing the eyes. And start to pull the belly button in towards the back of the spine. Soften the shoulders away from your ears. And if you're comfortable, close your eyes. And we're shutting out our gaze to the external world. But yet, want to keep our gaze open to our inner world. Take a moment to scan your body from head to toe. Notice how you're feeling in the physical body. Notice how you're feeling in the emotional body. And finally, notice how you're feeling energetically. And start to notice your breath also. How does your breath feel? Are your inhales perhaps slightly longer in comparison to your exhales, or vice versa? Our breath is really important and connected to our overall wellness. When we tend to feel tense or anxious, we have a tendency to hold the breath and giving the brain signals to release cortisol, the stress hormone, to push us through those feelings of discomfort and pain. So by consciously and physically tuning into the breath, we can breathe through any physical discomfort or pain or emotional pain that we might be feeling, therefore relieving any symptoms of stress and anxiety. All together, let's take a big inhale through the nose. Just open the mouth, HAA out. Again, inhaling all the way from your base to the crown of the head. Just exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Keeping your lips sealed now, exhale through the nostrils. Inhaling again. Exhaling through the nostrils. So just continuing on your own, keeping the lips sealed and just breathing in and out through the nose from here. And as you do so, Perhaps you might want to dedicate your practice to someone or something. It could even be animals. So it becomes a selfless, devotional practice. Bring your hands in prayer in center of the chest. We're going to open up our practice by chanting the Om mantra once. By chanting Om, we are acknowledging our connection to all living beings, nature and universe. If you're not comfortable with chanting Om, perhaps just listen to the rhythmic vibrations and just notice how it makes you feel. All together, inhale, big breath. Back to your breath, inhaling and exhaling. And slowly opening the eyes, inhale, arms up, heel toe your feet slightly forward. Exhale, hinge from the hips, cup the floor, the fingertips and drop the gaze down. Maybe your head is just hovering, maybe it's not comfortable and you want to use a block, or maybe it's touching the floor. Take your time here as you breathe into your right hip. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale, lift the gaze up. Exhale, walking the hands in towards the body. Bring your left hand down by your side. We're going to take a side stretch. Inhale, lifting the right arm up and over. Maybe micro bending the left elbow in towards the ribs. Breathing into the side body. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale, press the palm into the earth, springing up, hands come to prayer in Anjali Mudra. Exhale, hands to the center of the chest. Arms down by your sides, we're just going to switch sides, taking the left ankle over the right. Heel toe your feet slightly forward, flex the feet, pulling the toes in towards the knees. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hinging forward, leaning with the chin and chest. Cup the floor, maybe palms flat, your choice. And just dropping the gaze down and breathing into the left hip. Again, just noticing how the breath feels. Just effortlessly allowing the breath to flow in and out of the body. 2 more breaths here. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale, lift the gaze up. Exhale, walking the hands in towards the body. I'm just going to remove the block or pillow, whatever you've got under your hip, or perhaps you wasn't using one, and meet on all fours. Hands under your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. And we're just going to start to create these circular patterns, moving around the circumference of the wrists. You can let the head go, just noticing how you're feeling in the neck, shoulders, spine, hips. And then switch your pattern, take it the other way around. I kind of like to visualize churning this huge pot as I'm spinning round and round, working into the sides of the body, the hips, and then come to stillness. Turn your fingertips towards the outer edges of your mat and just gently rocking side to side. So we want to work on warming up the wrists as we tend to distribute a lot of body weight onto the hands. So it's important to warm up the wrists. And then turn your fingertips in towards your knees or as far as comfortable, gently rocking backwards and forwards. And then bring the hands back down towards the top of the mat. Bring your knees together. Keep the feet slightly open and tuck your toes under. Walk your hands back towards your knees. You can stay here if it's too much for the undersides of your feet and toes. Supporting yourselves with your hands. If it's comfortable, interlace the fingers and start to create a figure of 8. Now take your non-habitual grip and swap your circular pattern, take it the other way around. And this side always feels really weird for me because it's the non-habitual grip. Now begin to rub the hands, creating heat between the palms. and shake it out. Bring the hands down, untuck the toes, come to kneeling. Palms facing up, elbows soft, all together, squeezing the hands as tight as you can. Exhale, release. Inhale, squeezing the hands as tight as you can. Exhale, release, bringing the fingers open. One more, inhale, squeeze. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift the arms above your head, big breath. Exhale, twist towards the right, look over your right shoulder. Inhale, bring your arms back to center. Exhale, twist towards the left. Inhale, bring your arms back up. Exhale, hands down, meeting on all fours for a couple of cat-cows. Hands on the shoulders, knees underneath your hips, press down through the palms. Inhale, drop the belly down, pushing the chest through the biceps, arch into your spine. Exhale, tuck the tailbone under, push away from the floor, doming into the upper back. Inhale, belly down, tailbone up, gaze up. Nice lengthy breaths. Exhale, slowly push away, pull the belly in and up, coming into your angry cat position. One more, inhale, big breath. Exhale. Inhale, come back to your neutral spine. From here, we're just going to step back to a plank position. Tuck the toes under, step back. So you don't want your hips collapsing. You don't want them being too far up. Shoulders on tops of your wrists, sliding through the shoulder blades. Imagine there's a ruler in between your shoulder blades, pushing them apart. Pull your belly in and hold for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, big breath. Exhale, downward facing dog. And from your down dog, start to pedal through the feet. Again, just maybe gently moving the head side to side or backwards and forwards. Perhaps we're pulling through the spine. Think about your hand placement. Our hand placement is really important during our practice. So you want to really press the fleshy part between your index and thumbs down and squeeze your thumb knuckles in towards each other. If there's a bridge, a gap between the index and thumbs where the fleshy part is off, you're dumping all the way into the corners of your wrists. So we want to protect the corners of your wrists by placing the fleshy parts down, scooping the belly in and up. Good. From here, inhale, look forward, maybe lift the heels up, and slowly start to travel to the top of the mat on your tippy toes. If the length in the hamstrings is not there, keep your knees bent and the feet flat. And then soften through the knees. Interlace your hands behind your hips. Inhale, come up halfway, knees soft. Exhale, forward fold. Remember, you can always hold on to a strap or your elbows if you can't interlace the fingers. And just breathing here, inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Releasing the hands down to the floor, keeping the knees soft. We're going to slowly start to unravel. Again, just one vertebrae at a time. Allowing our chin and gaze to be the last thing to come up. Once your gaze is up, inhale, lift the shoulders towards your ears. Exhale, roll them back and down. Inhale, shoulders up towards the ears. Exhale, rolling them back and down. Come to Tadasana, bringing the feet together. Now, traditionally, we want to keep the feet together with the big toes touching, but for some of us ladies, as we have luscious wide hips, you might want to keep your feet hip width apart, so that might be a better stance for you. See what you prefer. Ultimately, this is your own personal practice, so do what feels good for you. Tuck the tailbone under, palms facing out, pressing down through the feet, activating the bandhas, your pada bandha through the feet, squeezing the upper cervix muscle for the ladies and the perineum for the gents for our mula bandha, and pull your belly in and up for uddiyana bandha. Moving through our sun salutations, inhale, arms up, big breath. Stretching up, exhale, forward folds. Moving through sun salutation 8, bend the knees if needed. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, step, float the legs back, your choice. Lower down for your choice of vinyasa. I'm just going to do knees, chest, chin. Inhale to open the heart. Any of your back bends, low cobra, shalabhasana, or upward facing dog. Exhale, push back to your downward facing dog. Breathing here for 3,
Pull the belly in and up. 2. Keeping the legs active. If you're feeling rounded through the spine, feel free to soften the knees and push your chest towards the bent knees, keeping the hips lifted. And 1. Inhale, softening the knees, look forward, step or float the legs forward, your choice. Inhale to lengthen the front of the body, belly in. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to rise, big breath, stretch up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, step, float the legs back. Remember, this could be as strong as you want. Lower down the out breath. Inhale to open the heart. I'm doing lots of different variations. Exhale, downward facing dog. Drawing down the heels if possible. If not, keep the knees bent for 3. Pressing down from your thumb knuckles. 2. Spinning the biceps up towards the ceiling, drawing the corners of your armpits down towards the floor. And 3. Inhale, soften the knees, look forward. Step, float the legs forward. Keep inhaling as you land to the top of the mat, lengthen the spine. Exhale, forward fold. Keeping the feet together or apart, bend your knees. Inhale, Utkatasana. Good. Coming into our fierce pose, bend the knees, push your knees back. Squeeze your inner thighs, spiral the baby fingers in. Now shift all the body weight into your right leg and lift up the left foot just to hover for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left foot down, shifting all the body weight into your left foot. Lift up the right for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right foot down. Inhale, take a big breath there. Exhale, forward fold, surrendering down. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, step, float the legs back. Lower down for your choice of vinyasa. Inhale to open the heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lifting the right leg up towards the sky. Keep your right hip, right knee facing the floor, pointing the foot. Bring your right knee to your right elbow. And hold for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, right knee to your left elbow. Bring the left heel down, extend the right leg forward, lift the left arm up. Maybe your foot is hovering. Maybe you want to drop it down to the floor if you need more support, or maybe even knee down if it's too much for you. For another 3, 2, 1. Left hand down. Inhale, swing the right leg back up. And exhale, right knee to your nose. And hold for 3. Keep pushing away from the floor. 2. And look forward, step your right foot for 1. Plant your back foot 45 degrees. Inhale, rise to your warrior 1. Right hip back, left hip forward. Interlace your fingers and flip the palms up. Stretch into the base of the hands here. Maybe looking up slightly. Inhale, take a big breath. Exhale, hands to the floor. Keep exhaling, step back. Keep exhaling as you lower down. Now I'm going to be modifying as I'm trying to preserve my energy. Inhale to open the heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left leg towards the sky. Keep your left hip, left knee facing the floor. Draw down for the right heel. Inhale, take a big breath. Exhale, left knee to your left elbow. Hold, point the foot for 3. Squeeze the belly in. 2, 1. Inhale, left leg up. Left knee to your right elbow. Take it across the body. Drop the right heel down, extend the left leg through. Lift the right arm up. Maybe your foot is hovering, maybe it's on the floor. Good. Keep lifting for 3, 2, 1. Right hand down. Inhale, swing the left leg back up. Exhale, left knee to your nose. Squeeze for 3, 2. Look forward and step your left foot forward for 1. Plant your back foot. Inhale, rise to a warrior 1. Left hip back, right hip forward. Interlace your fingers, flip the palms up. Inhale, big breath. Exhale. Inhale, take another big breath. Exhale, hands to the floor. Keep exhaling, step back. Keep exhaling as lower down. Inhale to open the heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. And come back to your stillness, breathing here for 1. Actively push down through the palms, 2. And 3. Inhale, look forward. Step, float the legs forward, keep inhaling to lengthen the spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend your knees, Utkatasana. Sit down a little bit deeper, hold for 5, 4, body weight into your heels, maybe gaze towards your thumbs, 3, 2, inhale, take a big breath, exhale, forward fold for 1, inhale, lengthen the spine, exhale, step, float the legs back, lower down with your out breath, inhale to open the heart, exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg towards the sky. Bring your right knee to your nose. Step your right foot through, big step, planting the back foot. Inhale, rise to your warrior 1. Exhale, open, expand to your warrior 2. Flip your right palm towards the ceiling. Inhale, stretch forward. Exhale, reverse your warrior. And you want to hold your reverse warrior here. Breathing for 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, come back to your warrior 2. Exhale, straighten the right knee. Inhale, flip your right palm towards the ceiling, wrap your left arm around your lower back. Exhale, stretch your right arm forward and your hips back. Bring your right hand to your shin or ankle. And continue to look up as you spin the chest towards the ceiling. Now, without losing your alignment, lift the left arm up. Good, and maybe gaze towards your thumb. Breathing here, inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Look down towards your right foot. And then bend into your knee. Bring your right hand inside of your right foot or maybe onto a block. And semicircle your left arm to your Utthita Parsvakonasana, your extended side angle. Breathing here, inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Gaze down, drop your left hand down, and just going to keep the right hand inside the foot as you keep the back toes tucked under, coming into lizard. And we're just going to start to rock backwards and forwards through the ball of the left foot. Just a couple of times. And then pause here. Option to just remain still with the arms straight, bend the elbows, place them onto 1 or 2 blocks, books, or take them down to the floor. 3 breaths, inhale, exhale, 1, inhale, exhale, 2, drop your left knee down. If your forearm's on the floor, you could keep it there, or maybe you're remaining straight. Wherever you are, option 1, lift up the right arm. Option 2, bend your left knee, semicircle with your right arm to grab your left foot. And just breathing here wherever you are. You can also use your strap. So if you feel like you can't reach your foot, use your belt, loop it around your foot. So you could possibly just be here. Utilize whatever you have around you for another 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, lift the upper body up, framing the right foot. Inhale, big breath, exhale, hips back, flex the right foot. Inhale, bend into the right knee. Exhale, hips back, flexing the right foot. 1 more, inhale, bending into the right knee. Exhale, hips back, flex the right foot, and stay in your half splits for 3. Keep the chest open, so make sure you're not really rounding through the spine, reaching the heart through. 2,
and 1. Inhale, bend into your right knee, tuck the back toes under, sweeping the arms forward and up into your crescent lunge. Right hip back, left hip forward. See if you can level out your hips and shoulders. 3 more breaths here. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Hands in prayer in center of the chest, keeping the elbows open. Inhale, big breath. Exhale, twist to the right. Hooking your left elbow onto the outer edge of your knee. Look over your right shoulder. Breathing here. Keep twisting. If you have a bind, take it into your bind. 3 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Hands down to the floor and step back to your downward facing dog. Option to stay in your down dog. Option to take a vinyasa, your choice. I'm going to take a vinyasa here. Inhale, lifting the left leg up. I'm going to spin around. Take a big breath and step your left foot through in between your hands. Plant your back foot. Inhale, rise to your warrior 1. Exhale, open, expand to your warrior 2. Nice big stance in your warrior 2. Flip the left palm towards the ceiling. Inhale, stretch forward. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Breathing into your side body. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Maybe take a bind. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Keep your breath fluid. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale, come back to your warrior 2. Exhale, straighten the left knee. Flip your left palm towards the ceiling. Wrap your right arm around your lower back. Inhale, big breath. Exhale, stretch your fingers forward. Push your hips back, keeping the left waist long. Left hand to your shin or ankle. Continue to spin the chest towards the ceiling. Find your alignment, legs active, and then maybe right arm up towards the sky. Gaze towards your right thumb. If the neck is comfortable, inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Drop the gaze down towards your left foot. Bend into your left knee. Bring your left hand onto the floor or onto a block. Semicircle with the right arm, coming into your Uddita Parsvakonasana. If this is too much, just drop your elbow to the knee, so this could be your modification. 3 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Drop the right hand to the floor, tuck your right toes under. You should be in lizard lunge with your hands inside of your left foot. Gently just rocking backwards and forwards, playing around with that range of motion. Good, and then come to stillness. You may well just want to stay up here with your elbows straight. You may want to bend the elbows, drop them to blocks or onto the floor. And then leave it up to you to find a depth that works for you. Remember, you don't want to force it. You don't want to be too aggressive. Just be really patient with your practice and allow everything to blossom with the right time. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Drop your right knee down to the floor. Relax the front back foot. You could remain on the floor. Maybe your arms are straight. Option 1, lift the left arm up to twist. Option 2, bend your right knee, semicircle as you grab your right foot with the left hand. You're twisting and stretching into your quad. Wherever you are, just breathing. Inhale. Exhale, 1. And remember, you don't want to try to mimic what I'm doing. So use the options that work for you. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Release the back foot, framing the left foot one more time, cup the floor with the fingertips, going into half splits. We're going to move around in this. Inhale, hips back, flex the left foot. Exhale, bend into the left knee. Inhale, hips back, flex the left foot. Exhale, bend into the knee. Inhale, hips back, flex the left foot, pausing here. Use blocks if needed. Scoop the belly in and up. Lengthen the front of the body for 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, bend into your left knee, tuck your right toes under, sweeping the arms up, come into your crescent lunge. Good. Left hip back, right hip forward, hips level, shoulders level. Maybe bend into your left knee a little bit deeper. Good. Bring your hands in prayer in center of the chest. Open your elbows, inhale, big breath, exhale, twist to the left, hooking your elbow onto the outer edge of your knee. Maybe binding, maybe your hands are just remaining in prayer. And as you stay there, I'm going to spin around. Breathing here, inhale, exhale, 1. Inhale, exhale, 2. One more breath, inhale, exhale, 3. Hands down to the floor, step back to your downward facing dog. Again, option to stay here, option to take a vinyasa, your choice. I'm going to take a vinyasa. From your downward facing dog, drop the knees down to the floor. Take hold of your elbows. Open up your forearms. So your forearms are parallel to each other, creating a number 11. Tuck your toes under. Inhale, take a big breath. Dome into your upper back. Breathe into the upper back and lift your hips up. Bring the feet together. Maybe walk them in as far as keeping the legs straight. So if you start bending and collapsing, I'd rather you walk back and try to keep the legs straight and your head off the floor. Pull your belly in. Inhale, lift the right leg up. Point the toes and hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right leg down. Inhale, sweeping the left leg up. Big breath, hold and breathe. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left leg down, knees down, take it into child's pose. Just take 2 more breaths there. Bring your hands under your shoulders. Inhale, come up onto all fours. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now we're going to start to play around with the element of balance. Inhale, lift the right leg up towards the sky. Exhale, bring your right knee to your nose. Step your right foot through. From here, tucking the back toes, 45 degrees, placing them down. Inhale, warrior 1. Exhale, warrior 2. From your warrior 2, you're going to begin to wrap your left arm underneath the right arm. So you're bringing your arms into eagle. Arms are in eagle, legs remain in warrior 2. Inhale, lift the elbows up in line with the shoulders. Exhale, drop your gaze into your right bicep for a moment. And then inhale, lift the elbows up if possible, fingertips up. Exhale, forward fold in the center line of the hips. And we're just going to hang here, hovering, breathing for 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, lift up, tuck your left toes under, spin to the top of the mat. So you're back to facing the top of the mat. Inhale, straighten the right knee. Exhale, bend into your right knee. Keep your eagle arms. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. This time as you bend into your knee, push into your left foot, lift your left leg up and back, wrap it around, transitioning into your Garudasana. Eagle pose. Try to bring your elbows and knees to the center, chest up, belly in, sit down a little bit deeper, push your knees back, breathing here for 3, squeezing the belly in and up, 2, and 1. We're going to fly into warrior 3 with our eagle arms, swing the left leg up and back, tilting the body forward to parallel, pull the belly in, breathing here, inhale, exhale 1, inhale, exhale 2, inhale, exhale 3. Release the hands down, come into your standing splits. Again, utilize your blocks, your books. Breathing here, inhale, exhale 1, inhale, exhale 2, inhale, exhale 3. Now drop your left foot behind your right foot, so your ankles are crossed, so your left goes over the right, ankles cross, inhale to cut towards the horizon, exhale forward fold here. Inhale, look up, walking your hands forward, drop the knees down to the floor, coming into Gomukhasana, open up your feet and ankles. Now for most of us, Gomukhasana is going to feel quite intense, so maybe sit up on a block or 2. You want your knees in the center. Good, so if this isn't very comfortable, you can modify. Have your left leg straight and just come into half Gomukhasana, half cow. Maybe you're sitting up on a block, maybe you're not, wherever you are. Deep breaths there. Now inhale, lift up the left arm. Bring your right elbow, bring your right palm onto the left elbow. Shuffle your head back. Maybe elbow towards the back center of the head. Wrap your arm around. If you'd like to, you can use a strap. So you can hold on to a strap, your top or your fingertips. If you need more and you've taken a hold of your fingertips, inhale, take a breath. Exhale, forward fold until maybe the chin comes over your knee. 3 more breaths wherever you are. Inhale, exhale 1, inhale, exhale 2, inhale, exhale 3. Inhale, lift up. If you forward folded, releasing the hands, walk your hands forward, drop the knees down, step, float the legs back, your choice. Take it for your vinyasa as you lower down. Inhale to open the heart, exhale, downward facing dog. Moving on to the left side, I'm going to spin around. Inhale, lifting the left leg up. Exhale, left knee to your nose. Step your left foot through, planting the back foot. Inhale, warrior 1. Exhale, open up into your warrior 2. Get a nice big stance in your warrior 2. This time we're going to wrap the right arm underneath the left, so the right swings under the left. Double wrap your arms. If you can't bring your hands into eagle, just hold on to your shoulders. Maybe you're holding onto your left thumb, maybe hands are in prayer. Inhale, lift the elbows up, away from the sternum. Exhale, drop your head into your left bicep. And just take a moment here to breathe. And then inhale, lift the head up. Exhale, forward fold in the center line of the hips. And just breathing, so you could be hovering. Maybe some of you, it's touching the floor. Breathing here for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, lift up. Tuck your right toes under, spin to the top of your mat. Good, facing the top of the mat. Inhale, straighten the left knee. Exhale, bend into your knee. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. As you bend into the knee, lean forward, push into your right foot and swing your right leg up and back. Maybe one swift motion, demonstrated terribly by me. Inhale, lift the elbows up, bring your elbows and knees to the center. Exhale, maybe sit down a tiny bit deeper. Be careful with your knees. You don't need to hook the foot if your knee is feeling sensitive, especially your ankle. Good. Sit down a little bit deeper for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, fly into your warrior 3. Swing the right leg up and back. Keep your right hip, right knee facing the floor. 3 breaths, inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Hands down to the floor for standing splits. Again, remember, use your fingertips. Maybe hands are flat, maybe you're on blocks. Breathing here, inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Step your right foot behind your left heel so your feet are crossed. So your left foot is forward, your right leg is back, feet crossed. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold here. Breathing into the hamstrings. Inhale, look up, walking the hands forward. Drop the knees down, open up your feet for Gomukhasana. Walk the hands back. Again, maybe you want to sit up on a block, maybe on the floor, or you're taking your half cow with your right leg straight and the left leg over with your heel, left heel close to your right hip. Wherever you are, find the option that works for you. Bend your right elbow, left hand on top of the right elbow, encourage it towards the back centre of your head. Push back, maybe using a strap, maybe you're holding onto a top, maybe you've got your fingers together. If you've got your fingers together, you need more. This is optional. Forward fold, maybe the chin comes over the knee. 3 breaths, inhale. Exhale, 1. Stay here breathing. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale, gaze up. Release the hands, rock forward. Step, float the legs back. Your choice. Take it for your vinyasa. Inhale, heart open. Exhale, downward facing dog. From your down dog, inhale, lift your right leg towards the sky. Bring your right knee to your right wrist. Open up your right shin for pigeon. Flexing the right foot. Chest up, belly in. Maybe you're sitting up on a block under the right hip. So if you're collapsing like this, it's ideal to place a pillow, books, blocks, whatever you've got. Chest up, belly in. Push your heart through, so you're generating this gentle back bend. Shoulders away from your ears. Flex your right foot to help protect the knee. Good. 2 more breaths there. Now I'm going to give you a couple of options. Options to play around here. Maybe you might want to do your king pigeon, maybe mermaid, or you don't fancy any of that, and that's okay. You could just take it down to the floor, coming into sleeping swan. You can place a block under your head. You can bring your hands into a pillow, or stretch your arms forward. We're going to remain here for 30 more seconds. Taking deep breaths into your right hip, left groin. Breathing into any nervous tension or nervous energy in the body. Bring your hands under your shoulders. If you're sitting up on a block, remove the block, straighten the arms, lift the chest up. Now we can sit down onto the right hip. Swing your left leg forward. We're going to go into Ardha Matsyendrasana, really lovely spinal twist. So you want your right heel away, make sure you're not sitting on your left heel or anything like that. Your left foot is over your right knee, bring your left hand at the base of the spine. Now push your palm into the floor, left palm, lengthen through the spine, inhale, right arm up. Exhale, twist towards the left, hook your elbow over the knee. If you have a bind, take it into your bind. This is optional. Inhale, take a big breath. Exhale, gently twist. Those of you with your elbow in the knee, use that traction to create twist in the spine. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, belly in, gently twist and rotate. One more breath here, inhale. Exhale to twist, twist, twist. Bring your gaze forward, de-rotate. Drop your body down to the right hand side, get a counter stretch for a moment. And then swing your left leg back, hands forward, tuck the left toes under, step back to your downward facing dog. Pigeon on the left side, inhale, left leg up. Bring your left knee to your left wrist. Open up your left shin as far as comfortable. Now don't force your shin to be horizontal. Really depends on how open you're feeling in the hips. Use your blocks maybe again under your left hip. We're just going to remain upright for a few breaths. Essentially working a little deeper into the hip and groin. Chest up, push your heart through, shoulders back and down. Now you're welcome to stay as you are. Again, take any of your options, king pigeon, mermaid, or if you're just feeling a little bit low on energy, don't fancy any of those options, just take it down to the floor again, coming into sleeping swan. Deep breaths into your left hip, right groin. You're breathing into your lower back. Good. 15 more seconds here. Chest up, hands under your shoulders, remove the block from your left hip. If you've got one, collapse onto your left hip. Swing your right leg forward. Heel toe your left foot towards the right. Right foot is over your left knee for Ardha Matsyendrasana. Lift, place the right hand down at the base of the spine, lifting the left arm up. Inhale, stretch up from your root to your crown. Exhale, belly in, twist, hook your elbow over the knee. Again, option to just take a bind here. This is optional. Inhale, take a big breath. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Draw the navel in super tight to twist as you create space in the body. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist, twist, twist. Bring your gaze forward. De-rotate and drop the body down to the left hand side. Get a counter stretch here. And slowly swing your right leg back. Bring your hands forward and step back to your downward facing dog. From your down dog, drop the knees down. Now, when we went into pigeon, pigeon's a great way to prepare for deeper back bends. So we're going to go into Anahataasana, known as heart melting posture in the yin series, also known as a passive puppy stretch, so various titles. Keeping your knees under your hips, you don't want your hips moving forward of your knees or being too far back, so keep this 90-degree angle. Open your arms as wide as your mat. Now option one, maybe you're going to place your forehead onto a block because it might be too intense. Maybe your forehead is on the floor or your chin and chest on the floor. Deeply relax into the front of the body, breathing into the outer linings of your arms. For most of us, we've probably spent the day hunching, rounding the shoulders, closing the front of the body. This is really therapeutic and beneficial for that. Keep breathing here. Staying slightly longer. Good. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. And slowly we're going to transition out of this, walking the hands back. Take it into child's pose. I'll counter pose for this deep back bend. Palms up, shoulders sliding down towards the floor.
Just relaxing here. Bring your hands under your shoulders. Inhale, come back up onto all fours. Cross your ankles. If you've got any knee or hip issues, drop your hips to the right or left and bring your legs forward any way that's comfortable. Otherwise, hands by your knees and thighs. Push into the floor. Roll the hips down and back and bring your legs forward. From here, we're just going to bend into the left knee. Coming into Janusha. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Maybe holding onto the foot, ankle, or perhaps you're using a strap here. Chest up, belly in, and lengthen through the sternum here. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Take your left hand outside of your right foot, or you're just using your strap. Wrap your right arm around your lower back, grabbing your inner right thigh, or as far as comfortable. Inhale, take a big breath. Exhale, twist. Pull your right shoulder back, left shoulder forward until your left elbow straightens. Squeeze the belly in. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Gaze forward. Release. Straighten the left leg. Janusha. Bend your right knee. Bring the sole of the right foot to your inner left thigh. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Again, use the strap, foot, ankle, whatever's available to you. And just breathing here. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Squeezing into the back of the epiglottis, creating this vibrational sound. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Take your right hand outside of your foot, otherwise keep holding onto the foot with a loop around the strap. Wrap your right arm around your lower back, grab your inner thigh to twist, left shoulder back, right shoulder forward. Breathing here. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. 1 more breath. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Gaze forward, release. I'm just going to bend the knees here. I'm going to reach the arms up. Inhale, take a big breath. Exhale, chin to chest, slow as you can. Releasing the lower spine, middle spine, and finally the upper spine. Palms down, walk your feet in until you can trace your middle fingers. From here, inhale, big breath, press down through the feet and lift the hips up. And maybe shuffle your shoulder blades and interlace the fingers, coming into your Setu Bandhasana. Keep pressing down through the feet, hips up. I'm just taking big belly breaths here. Now, option to stay here. If you fancy it, take it into your Urdhva Dhanurasana for 5 breaths. Bring your hands by your ears, fingertips facing in, elbows up, and lift yourselves up. And if you're feeling a little bit tight in the wrist, a little trick that I can demo with the blocks here. You're going to place the blocks just like that by your wall that's kind of slanted. This is if you've got 2 blocks. And then bring your hands back, pushing into the blocks. This is really useful. Inhale, lift. So just another trick here. 3 more breaths wherever you are. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Slowly releasing down here. I'm just going to lift the feet up, bending the knees into the chest. Wrap your arms around your knees, holding onto your elbows, forearms, point the toes, lift the forehead up. Kind of like to rock side to side here, but you might want to stay stationary, your choice. Good. And then placing the feet down. Now we're going to go into Shalamba Sarvangasana, shoulder stand. If you don't fancy a shoulder stand, You can place block, pillows, bolster under your hips and just elevate the legs up, coming into Viparita Karani. You could move to a wall and lift the legs up against the wall. So those are your two choices. Otherwise, we're going to move into our shoulder stand. First, we're going to go into Halasana, plow pose. Inhale, tip your toes over your head. Now, bring your hands onto your lower back and work your elbows in. Often people have their elbows out too much and they collapse, so work your elbows in. You want to create that tripod effect. And then slowly lift the legs up one by one or simultaneously, squeezing the belly in. Gaze maybe towards your navel, your drishti, focus point, or maybe towards the feet. We're going to stay here for 10 more breaths. Keep breathing. Five more breaths. And then slowly start to release your toes over your head, coming back into your Halasana. If you'd like to, start to drop your knees down towards your ears, release your palms down, coming into your Karnapidasana. Now, just start to drown out the sound of my voice, maybe drowning out the sound of the music you might be playing in the background. Your knees don't have to touch the floor, so please don't force it. And then inhale, lift the knees away from your ears, palms down, using your core strength, slowly releasing the spine down and the legs down. I'm going to move into fish pose to reopen the throat. It's a really great way to stimulate the Vishuddhi chakra as well. Come up onto your elbows because we just spent some time compressing into the throat in shoulder stands. We're going to reopen. Come up onto the elbows, drop the head back, lift the chest up to arch your upper back here. Dropping the head back, I kind of like to push into my elbows so that my hips slide in until the crown of my head touches the floor. And just point your feet here. Deep breaths. Three more breaths. And then chin into chest, and dropping the head down. Let's go a quick glance at the time. Yep, we're doing quite well for time. From here, we're going to cactus the elbows. Bring your right knee over the left knee. So again, back to our eagle legs. We have a lot of eagles and knee crossings today. Right over the left. Inhale, take a big breath. Exhale, drop your knees towards the right, and maybe your gaze towards the left. Feel a really lovely stretch through the left side of the spine, your lower back. Just breathing here. And of course, if eagle legs are too intense, you can just have your knees together and just collapse them towards the right. Breathing into your lower back. Just softening through the shoulder blades. Inhale, bring your knees back to center. Exhale, release the knees and swap your crossing, taking the left knee over the right knee, double wrap the legs. Inhale, big breath. Exhale, drop the knees towards the left and take your gaze perhaps towards the right. Again, breathing into the lower back.
Keeping both shoulder blades connected. And staying with your continuous rhythmic breathing. And slowly exiting, inhale, lift the knees back to center, unravel the legs. Moving into Savasana. Maybe you want to cover your eyes with a piece of clothing. Bring your shoulder blades in, palms out. Open the legs and arms as wide as you desire. Close your eyes. Just relax your muscles, relax your bones. Let go of any active breathing. And just allow the floor to completely support you as you melt deep into the earth. Just remain still, allowing the body to process this wonderful medicinal practice, absorbing every ounce of it. Do nothing here. Completely relax. If you have the time, ideally give yourselves 5 minutes or more. It's a really important pose. Let go. Surrender. And relax. Now I'm going to be shortly signing out. Please do give yourselves time to stay here as long as you need to. It was a pleasure teaching every one of you, wherever you are. Stay connected, stay safe, and thank you for joining me. My name is Ozlem. Namaste.